Look at that. That is just gorgeous. I love it when you get reflections like that. Look at that down there. You can't beat the 1 inch. You really can't. For Micro Four Thirds, yes you can, but you know, a possible Mavic 4. All right, Dad Random here. I have got the DJI Air 3S, and we're gonna fly a mission this morning. And we are vlogging today. We're gonna fly our mission with the new Insta360 X5. So this is the X5 in single lens mode. So we're gonna be flying the best drone that DJI has ever put out, and we are going to enhance that experience with the X5. So hopefully my audio is good. I've got the mic 2 connected up. I've got a case that's got both of my 2 Insta360 cameras. Here's the Ace Pro 2. So we're basically ready to roll. All right, so let's get this drone in the air. Should be clear to fly. We've got a kind of an overcast day today, but we've got the perfect drone for an overcast day. We've got the Air 3S. The Air 3S's camera system will cut through this. Noise. All right, I'm back. Looks like takeoff is permitted. We've got plenty of satellites. And everything's green. We're in good shape. Let's fly. Let's do a little. Now we've flown 3 drones here now in the last month. We've flown the Flip here. We flew the Potensic Atom2 here, and now we're gonna fly the cream of the crop. Okay, we're gonna fly the cream of all crops. All right. We've got video, and we should be this flight should be we shouldn't have too much excitement. We've got a lawnmower going on over on the baseball field. Everything looks great. So this is going to be a great comparison, you know, especially flying those other drones. You know, we're not trying to compare them side by side based upon what's better. We know what's better. I mean, when you fly this mission, you already know the better of the drones. So that's not the question. It's just, you know, people that are out looking for aircraft, for photography, and you know, they're trying to weigh the cost and what they're going to buy based upon that cost. This is a really good way of doing it. You fly the same mission, you put maybe the best drone of all of them in the most challenging situation. We've got early morning light. Look at that reflection down there. I'm going to fly over that pond, get that rule of thirds going. And you'll notice that with the 1 inch camera, you really capture a lot of light. So you can see that the drone is not doing a lot of work. Look at that. That is just gorgeous. I love it when you get reflections like that. Look at that down there. You can't beat the 1 inch. You really can't. For Micro Four Thirds, yes you can, but you know, a possible Mavic 4, you know, sighting, and Mavic 4, but you know, that's going to be, you know, $1,000 more than the drone I'm flying right now. This one's about $1,500, assuming you can get your hands on one. And you know, we're going to get the absolute most ultimate drone flying performance. So the last thing I'm worried about is the flight. This drone literally takes care of itself. I mean, it'll do a smart return. You know, it just has all of those, you know, those qualities that you want in a drone. You know, it's safety. You've got you got distance performance, you've got, multiple camera options, telephoto, you got that 70 mil wide angle, 70 millimeter, kind of tunnel look. It's in a way, it's here. We're not gonna play around with the 70 mil today. We could. Let's see. Let's get a 70 mil shot of. Here, I'm gonna get over here. I'm gonna change over. Bear with me here. I'm just gonna do a quick switch of the lens here. I am not taking a screenshot right now. So there is 70 mil. Let's get this in auto. So the camera can determine. You go back into. We got our white. It's taking our white balance. Here, let's go ahead and just shoot here. There you go. Now you can see it. What's that? It's auto white balance. I had it at 54, 55. I like 55 here. I just put my white balance in 55. But I don't even. I can reach out and touch that mesa, but I don't have to get right on it, and that's really where this drone has its advantage. I can get this shot without getting right on top of it with a really decent exposure. So I'm really excited for the Mavic 4. The Mavic 4 is gonna really make this much better. Okay, so we're switching over again. We're back to our previous back to the 1-inch off the 70 mil. Now, if this had dual 1-inch cameras with the 70 mil lens, that obviously would be something we would want, and that's kind of what the Mavic 4 is going to do. It's going to give us a micro 4/3 and then a 1-inch. Probably. I think it was this. I think they did throw the 70 in for the 1-inch. So we'll see. We can get, like I said, our flight speed is, 30 miles an hour. I mean, we can, get where we need to go and get the shots we need. Without any trouble. So we can get right on top of a subject and film it and. And used hardly any battery doing it, So checking the trail out there. Been up this trail a few times. All right. Been up here with the Mavics, and we can make our way back. Probably the clearest image of this location that I've had in quite a while. All right, so there it is. Get our view down. Right there. Not so pretty sometimes. It's always better to get the view from with some mountains and. Just doing an abbreviated flight here. Now, the one great thing about the Air 3S is we can go into sport mode, and we can go into, we call fast forward. We can go into fast forward, and we can get 40 miles an hour, and we can really abbreviate this return flight. We can put an exclamation point on it. So I am filming at 46 miles an hour. Now you think about a cinematic roll, or you just want to get somewhere and get back quick. We're about a 7-minute flight. I think I did 7 minutes with the other two as well, and wasn't able to cover anywhere near the amount of ground that this thing is covering. So, all right, we got her pretty much bringing her back, and bam, there it is. We're already back, as nimble and as powerful as drones can get. Let's get it back over here by us. All right. Turn off our film. Just quiet too. That's the other thing is the Mavic 3S. The 3S is so quiet. Here, let me punch it up and then get a shot for you. I'm gonna give you one more shot. Here, I'm gonna just do one more. We have 50% battery still left on this sucker. So let me just put it into 70 mil. And now I did this shot with the Mavic 3 Pro, and I was able to really punch in on, you see the tempo way out there. You see the temples? That's the LDS temple over here. But with the Mavic 3 Pro, I can really punch in on that. Okay, so there it is with the 70 mil lens. You can see that we're probably too far away to really make that shot work. So we're going to switch it over with the 1-inch, try to punch in, and we just can't get it. We can't get that shot. And that is why we need a Mavic 4. Okay, that is why we need a Mavic 4. And we're going to fly it back in. Boy, those things fly by. It's like flying an FPV drone, but a heck of a lot more easier, I guess. There we go. That's the word I wanted to use. There we go. You got to be careful, man. These things aren't free. All right. What a great drone, man. Oh, man. Air 3S. I told you, I only take it out on special occasions. And this is a special occasion. Let's see if we can get it to land on my hand here. It's such a great drone. Anyway, 50% battery, man. If you understood the the amount of space I covered in 7 minutes, you would truly understand. But I think you guys that do fly these big birds do understand that there's just no other choice when you want to do what I would consider to be mid-range flying and getting real estate shots and of that kind of the like. I mean, you can get very difficult shots with this thing, and that's kind of the beauty of it, you know. So, all right, dead random, and the Air 3S just kicking butt again this morning. If you're going to do any serious flying, you know, with the Troller 2, the RC2, there's very, very few combos that are this good. So, all right, dead random. Hope you enjoyed that flight. I have no idea what the video is going to look like, so like you kind of do, but you never do until you actually get in there and start to render it. So thank you for watching, and you know, look at those other two videos. Look at the Look at the video with the, you know, with the Atom2. Look at the same you know, position that I had the drone pointed. Look at the, now I didn't have the sun in my face, but look at the, also look at the, you know, the shots from the flip. Okay, the DJI flip really did a great job with that flight. So, all right, dead random. Have a good one. Later. By the way, what did you think of the Insta360 X5 video? What do you think about it? I might start using this camera a little more for different things, but I'm gonna use this camera. I'm gonna give it 30 days and I'm gonna shoot everything on it. I'm gonna learn to use it, learn to love it, and see if I can just use this camera and none of my other ones. And see if you really see a difference. Right. But what do you think of the X5? Is it good for drone vlogs? Is it a good camera? I think it is. I think it's pretty fun, actually. I'm having a good time. Later, Dad Random. Bye. It's the 360 X5. Get one. Replace your X4.